Got Dylan Gatin here.
Hello.
I'm looking at Palm Springs on Wikipedia, and if you don't know what this film is, it's a Hulu original. I watched it on Amazon Prime though, and it stars Andy Samberg. Who is the female lead? I forget.
I know her from Wolf of Wall Street. She plays Leonardo DiCaprio's wife.
Oh, right.
And then I think she was on 30 Rock for a long period of time.
Oh, that makes sense. I like that show.
Or a couple episodes, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's possible. It's been a while since I've seen it. But yeah, she looked familiar for sure. And yeah, people who don't know this movie, it is like Groundhog Day. It's the best way you can describe it. But it is different, and we will note the differences. We'll talk about the comparisons. We're gonna be comparing those two movies a lot because they're very similar. They're both centered around characters caught in a time loop, reliving the same day over and over again. Palm Springs. Oh yeah, I looked up Palm Springs on Wikipedia. Of course, it gives me just the location. I always forget that. It's like, oh, you gotta actually be more specific with Wikipedia. But there we go. It's coming up now. But you know, it's good. And the day that they're reliving is a wedding. Andy Samberg is this guy who's dating someone called Misty. The first shot you see, I think, is when he wakes up and he says, "Nice leg." And they have sort of awkward sex and he doesn't finish, and it's a sort of awkward but kind of funny scene. Misty, the character in general, oh my goodness, my connection is not private. What?
Oh, did the stream time out?
No. I don't get why it's not letting me go to Wikipedia. That's weird. Wait, let me just try to.
Do you just need like a plot synopsis or something?
No, I just like to I like to check the there's other facts like the box office data and stuff. Just not giving me anything, that's okay. As long as we're still going, that's all that matters. So let's just talk about it then. So, like I said, the basic plot, they're reliving the same day over and over again. Differences from Groundhog Day though, because it's very similar, but it's different. Groundhog Day focuses on just one person. It's Bill Murray. This has multiple people you see, well, 3 total that you see, and there's a little illusions that there might be other characters that are in this time loop, infinite time loop as they put it. But for there's the main 2 characters, Niles, and I forget the female lead's name again. This is why I wanted to look up Wikipedia to have the facts and stuff, but that's okay. But yeah, they end up, because the first night that we see anyway, Niles has been in this time loop. Piggy party, says Big Daddy Hugh Man.
Nice.
Yeah, but the first day that we see at this wedding is Andy Samberg, and he ends up flirting with this female lead character. That's the song. That's how I'm gonna say her because I forget her name. Is it Sarah?
I'm just gonna look it up right now because I can't remember either.
Her character's name is Sarah. That's what it is, and they hit it off, and it seems like they're about to maybe do it and have sex, but then this is where it starts to get interesting. Someone is hunting Andy Samberg with I think it's either a bow and arrow or a crossbow. I think it's a bow and arrow.
Yeah, it's a bow and arrow at first, but he uses various weapons.
Yeah, that's right. And he is trying to get Andy Samberg, and we find out later in the film that the reason that Roy is trying to hunt Andy Samberg is that he trapped him in this time loop too. And the way you get trapped into this time loop in this movie is if this cave opens, and if you go into this glowing cave and you go into this portal in this cave, it resets you and goes back to your day, and it starts you into the loop. So even if you don't go back into the cave, you go to sleep, you're back in the loop. Once you've gone in the cave once, you're back in the loop. So that's another thing that's different from Groundhog Day, is that it explains more of how it happens. With Groundhog Day, you don't really know. You assume it's God or some sort of mysterious force.
And Bill Murray doesn't have a choice, to reset the time loop or anything. It's just he just wakes up.
Yeah, exactly. it's a little different. But there's similarities too. Like, both of them, if you kill yourself, you just go back
Yeah.
to the beginning. So there's certain things they kept and changed. And I think I like Groundhog Day better, but they're both very good films. And Hugh is saying that this is at least one of the least shitty Groundhog Day ripoffs because he's seen it. Oh, and Hugh, by the way, if you want to spend some booty bucks on that challenge, that would be helpful. The Gauntlet 2, 19 days left. If we reach the goal in time, I will drink 5 shots of lemon juice, take 5 hoots, change my clothes. I will do a little dance, freestyle for 10 minutes, do a slide whistle solo, and I'll change Stacy's hat. So that's a crazy big challenge. So Hugh, I know you got like 20 billion booty bucks, so if you want to spend a few, that'd be cool. No pressure though. There seems to be a bunch of them these days. What are the other ones? They're rip-offs of Groundhog Day.
I'm trying to think.
Because I know the one that I think of is Premature, and I actually like that one too.
Which one's that?
Premature, I explained it to you. I know you haven't seen it. It's about, the difference is, the way that they reset the day is you have to jerk off to reset the day, and that's why it's called Premature.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's sort of a stupid idea, but it's actually executed really well, in my opinion. It was really funny. But...
Hey, it's relatable.
Yeah, and it's relatable, exactly.
Everybody jerks off.
Everybody jerks off.
Not everybody's like a weatherman.
The weatherman not
Well,
jerk off?
no, just because... Well, don't make me explain it. Because Groundhog Day, he's a weatherman.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry, that's the reference you're going for. I thought you were just meaning weathermen don't jerk off.
Weathermen don't jerk off.
You haven't heard the old
age-old proverb.
Yeah. Thank you, Hugh, for contributing another $2,000 to the Booty Bucks challenge. Groundhog Day would have been so much better with any actress except Andy
What's
McDowell.
your deal with Andy McDowell?
Okay, have this fight right
How-
now. Dylan likes Andy McDowell. Talk to him.
My button went on. Sorry.
That's okay.
Hugh. What is your deal, man? Andy McDowell, she's hot.
You don't have to
She's
talk so close.
charming, fine. You know, and she's great. So, you know, I just don't get it. Whatever.
Cloudy with a Chance of Jizz. I don't know. She doesn't have she's not the best actor, I don't think.
No, but like she works, you know. She's fine.
I don't think she ruins the film.
No.
I think the movie's still really good.
She's funny.
No charisma, Hugh
charisma,
says.
Whatever.
No charisma.
Have you seen her with gray hair? She looks great.
I'm sure she's nice, but she's a shit actress.
Wow.
As Hugh.
Wow.
Yeah, disagree. Agree to disagree.
I'm not agreeing to anything.
Dylan's so pissed.
A little bit.
Anyway,
A bit upset.
we're gonna keep going. I can't get on Wikipedia, so I'm not gonna try anymore.
Well, I got Wikipedia here.
Oh, you got it?
What do you want from it?
Is there the budget? And
Budget.
And the box office?
Budget
return?
$5 million, so relatively cheap production.
Did it make money?
Box office 765.
Because it wasn't.
535,000.
But it was released on the internet, so it's sort
Yeah.
of different. But people generally like it though online. All the reviews are like, it's like Groundhog Day, but it's good too, so it's okay. The lead actress in Prom Springs is much better, TBH. That's what he says. She was good. I think she was good though.
Yeah, she was good. I just, you know.
Oh yeah, what's her name? Look that up. Too.
I think it's like Christy something.
Christy McDowell. I'm just kidding. Anyway, we're just talking about shit. Thanks for watching, Pops. I appreciate it. You're the only one watching. I love you, Daddy. The lead actor. Oh yeah, I already read that. Kristen Melody.
Well, I was about to read it. Thank you, Hugh.
Huey beats you to it. You guys having your feud.
It's a little bit of a feud. But he's riling me up, Doug.
Next time I get an emote, I'll have to make an emote out of your face. I have emotes of all these other people's faces. I got one of Jeremy. I got one of Pat. I got one of G. Burks and Stevie. Colonel Pacifico. Dylan. That Dylan one's actually pretty funny. He's got kind of like a poopy look. It's the picture of him sitting on the toilet outside. Going, woo. It's good. I'm putting that in the chat right now. Anyway, we're getting off topic, but that's okay. That's the spirit of the show, and we're sort of gonna probably let it drag a bit too because we only got. This is all we're doing for this stream. We're gonna go where it takes us. But yeah, Palm Springs. I generally liked it. And that, like the different things, like having someone so mad that they're trying to kill somebody, even though you can't kill somebody in this world, but you're so pissed, you have this aggression. This guy trapped you in this time loop, and you're trying to kill him. And they show scenes of him like torturing Andy Samberg and stuff too, and it's funny. But no, I think this movie's well paced. So there was like one instance like at the beginning where the editing was a little jarring. Just like there was literally one cut where I don't know about that. But that's a super minor nitpick. And yeah, it's funny. I really like the character Misty being sort of like the dumb whiny girlfriend, but really funny. J.K. Simmons is always good. Absolutely.
The highlight for me was J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, he's always
his character.
He's like good at everything, and that's not to bring this to a Spider-Man discussion, but the only reason that he wasn't in Amazing Spider-Man is because they couldn't get him, so they just didn't have that character at all, because he played him so well. Anyway, okay, if Gatin likes him, I hate him. Is that a Dylan emoji? Yeah, that's my brother. That's Dilly. That's a Dylan emoji. Not this Dylan. We can't confuse Dylan.
Man, how do I get those on my phone?
I don't know if you can. It's only one unless you get.
I want my like reacts to all be Dylan's face.
Yeah, I like making them of just people. Whenever Twitch gives me more emotes, I just make them although some of them are animals. I mean, it's one of a panda and a marmot and a lobster. Anyway. Okay, I have to go jerk it with some weathermen later. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Weathermen don't jerk off. Anyway.
They don't jerk off. It's a new title of a new movie. Weathermen don't jerk off.
It's gonna be in the same universe as White Men Can't Jump. No. But you know we're reviewing a movie right now. We're reviewing Palm Springs.
Yeah, I liked Palm Springs a lot. I was really happy.
Yeah, I'm glad that I wasn't sure if you would or not, because this is a tough cookie to please sometimes.
Yeah.
So
like, if you've ever tried to please a cookie,
it's extremely difficult.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Cloudy with a chance of jizz. Okay, bye, Dad. Take care. Thanks for watching. But yeah, no, it's a good film. And yeah, like obviously as the title suggests, it takes place in Palm Springs, at a wedding, as we said. There's funny bits in it. And yeah, I talked about Dylan before the review about this, but I didn't say it here, so I'll say it now. The main difference to me in these movies is that you have Bill Murray in Groundhog Day thinking about, he doesn't know what's happened. He doesn't know what happened. But in this one, they figure it out. They figure out what happens. They figure out how to get out of it. In Groundhog Day, the way he gets out of it is it just sort of happens.
Finds true love.
He becomes a better person.
Guy.
And becomes a better person. And a funny thing in Palm Springs is that's how it sort of starts. Is she's like, oh, if I become a good person, I'll get out of this. No, not in this one. And I like that. It's different enough. But they have at one point the female lead looking up online because you have this day every day. So that's one thing that these movies don't talk about. Wouldn't you kind of want to live in this day?
Oh, it's like a fantasy of mine.
And they do address that a little bit. Like Andy Samberg at one point is like, I just want to stay, and I'd be like, I kind of just want to stay too. But at the same time, I get it because it's like, would you just go insane the same day, nothing really mattering, and just fucking around? But at the same time, just fucking around seems pretty fun.
Yeah. You would literally have no responsibility for anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Andy Samberg goes through in the movie a phase of sexual experimentation as well.
Yeah, it's true.
Just to see what happens.
Yeah, it's like why not? Why not?
I don't know. I like that concept, especially with Eternity, that you would just start doing whatever. Like even J.K. Simmons, even though it's mainly because he's mad at the guy, it's just like, look at all that sweet killing he's doing.
Yeah.
No consequences.
It's true. Killing Andy Samberg a few times. Absolutely. Okay, but yeah, what I was saying is that it's okay. But what I was saying is that it's sort of like, in a way, atheism or science versus religion, with Groundhog Day being on the side of religion. It seems more spiritual. It's more about being a better person. your relationship with God, possibly. I mean, I'm reading into it. They don't say it's God, but you know, you sort of think
It's the groundhog.
it's you know, it's definitely a popular theory. I think that it's God in Groundhog Day, and then in this one, it's more science based. She's looking up quantum physics. She's figuring out, how do I get out of this? This portal's open for a little bit. If I go in, if I put a goat and strap a bomb on it, is there a way to get out of this or whatever? And it's interesting. They do enough different, and it's also funny. Just like Groundhog Day is funny. So they're both good in their own different ways. People are saying Palm Springs is the new Groundhog Day. I wouldn't go that far. I think I think Groundhog Day is a little better, but that just might be my bias because of loving it as a child and stuff. Nostalgia, if you will. But no, this movie is undeniably really good in this genre. I guess this is a genre now, the infinite time loop genre. But don't mind it, and that's kind of cool too. The Groundhog Day sort of made a new genre in a way, but in a way,
it's kind of like a couple things, because like it's almost kind of like Freaky Friday, and
well,
13 going on 30 kind of.
That's different because
I mean, it's different, but you know what I mean.
Those are like body. Oh well, the Freaky Friday is a body swapping movie, so that's completely different. It's more like 13 going on 30, I guess, but that's because that's time manipulation, but it's not really even the same day.
No, I'm not saying it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like it's similar things.
I also really love 13 going on 30.
Oh hell yeah!
I think it's fantastic.
Mark Ruffalo, baby fat.
Mark Ruffalo before he was the Hulk.
Yeah.
When he was a hunky male lead. I don't know, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. I think he's fine looking man. Anyway.
Oh hell yeah.
Movie.
I don't know.
Yeah, Dylan Bang, Mark Ruffalo. You heard it here. Anyone?
Yeah, heard it here first. Put it on the newspaper.
If anyone knows Mark Ruffalo, hit me up in the Discord.
Let him know.
I'll put it in. I'll put it in there. Oh wait, that's
someone talk to him for
Discord.
me. Put me on a date.
Where's Mark Ruffalo at?
Huh?
Let's go. But I'm trying to think of what else to talk about with this film. I think there's probably a little bit more that I'm not thinking of.
I think it was a really good acting performance by Andy Samberg. I haven't seen him.
It's similar to a lot of this shit, but the way he, like his mannerisms and
there
stuff.
was a little bit more like seriousness in his role, I think, than there was.
Yeah, than like Brooklyn Nine-Nine
or Hot Rod or.
Well, Hot Rod definitely.
Which is
Brooklyn Nine-Nine's more serious than Hot Rod even, but yeah, I know what you mean. Hot Rod's super goofy, but I like Hot Rod. But yeah, I agree with that it's a good performance.
I think he showed off some versatility in this one.
Yeah, because there's some pretty serious moments, and obviously, I guess we haven't talked about this. This is sort of like, in a way, like a comment on like the meaning of life and like, what does it mean to be here in general, and it's sort of a deep concept, and that's why it's been recreated so many times, I think. But yeah, I quite liked this movie. I wouldn't say I loved it, but I quite liked it. It's not perfect, but it was fun, and probably the best in this sort of genre, other than Groundhog Day, that I've seen.